Hello and welcome to the first of what will hopefully be many podcasts, I use the term loosely, for pjownage.wordpress.com. This is the voice of Stephen Machin, blogger extraordinaire. Also in the room we have...
Emily!
And...
Jonathan Booth,
former
local...
guest blogger.
Yeah.
And...
I don't really want to tell you.
Oh.
It's called Frank for the purpose of the rest of the conversation.
No, you can call me
Carl
Nathan.
Pilkington in the room.
It's
We also have Nathan, who by this point will be on the blog
I
as an
just want to
interviewee.
very briefly interrupt and say, if you ever hear that sound throughout the rest of this, we are sat on a leather chair.
I do actually feel like farting now.
Thanks for clearing that up for us.
Moving on.
I was just scared.
Jeez.
What a lovely
That's
surprise.
embarrassing.
It's your girl.
Damien.
Is it my girl?
Damien, tell us your
Damien,
name.
what's your
I have to tell you
Yeah.
you just not yes, Damien.
Hello, Damien.
Hello, John.
Damien Robson, also a former guest blogger. And finally...
Macaulay.
Hi, Macaulay. My name's Macaulay and I'm an alcoholic.
Anticlimax of the century. Right, we're going to kick this off because we've all just been to the cinema to see the wonderful film that is Red.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Nathan, how would you sum this up?
I don't know how many words I'm going to use, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I nearly came in my pants when Bruce Willis sort of like got out of the police car, stood up and shot a bloke and emptied a clip and then put another one in and emptied another clip, all in the space of like 10 seconds.
You finished? It was supposed to be short and
That,
sweet.
yeah.
No, it's not short, sorry, but it sort of turned into
It
a
set
novel.
the tone quite nicely.
Short and sweet would have been.
That's the
It
whole-
did actually.
Don't you mean?
Purely on the
Don't you mean when
grounds.
he gets out the car and he nearly gets hit by the car when it's spinning?
Yeah, but they've done that on purpose.
Like that close away.
That helps on an audio
yeah.
file. About that close. He was about that close. He was about that close.
For the purpose of the listeners here, that I would say is
That-
approximately
yeah.
5 centimetres.
Yeah,
Anyone
about
feel
2
free
inches.
to disagree to that.
About
Well,
2
you're wrong.
inches for
Pretty-
you all
pretty
people.
Alright then, let's calm down, people. Who else jizzed in their pants?
I did. Bruce Willis's look.
What was
British
that,
accent
Emily?
as well.
Sorry?
Oh man, that look at the start. Oh.
No, I think we need
Old
to draw
people turn
attention
Emily on.
to the
About
first bit.
50
I
now.
jizzed in my pants, said Emily.
Yeah.
I
Quite
did.
an ability for a woman.
I would have to agree.
Well,
It could be feminine jizz,
yeah.
not male.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Swiftly moving on. Stephen, where would you like us to go?
Right,
Thanks
That's
for
the
informing me.
Alright, John.
Yes, Steve.
Interject some sanity. What was your favourite moment of the film?
Favourite moment of the film? It would have to be near the end when it kept cutting between the Russian guy and the machine gun scene with Helen Mirren.
Spoiler alert!
No, nothing too spoilering. Spoilering, that's the new word for the
Let's go
evening.
spoiler
I
it.
thought you said spyware a lot. I thought
well,
it was
yeah.
like a computer or something.
But yeah, it kept cutting between a really intense scene with machine guns and then to him in a lift with some nice soothing music on him. That I just found very amusing. I thought that was a good moment there. Good moment to relax and enjoy.
Thank
The
you for sharing,
carnage.
John.
I
That was
actually
great.
felt like crying myself to sleep on that bit. It was pretty cute.
Cute, yes.
Damien,
It was
Damien,
cute.
let's move on. Worst bit of the film.
Worst bit of the film was the start of the film.
Start of the film.
The start
Was that
of the-
because
Don't
it
lie.
took 20
The start of
minutes
the
to
film
get anywhere and was
dragged,
shocking?
and we had to watch him claiming his pension for the first 20 minutes.
That's the whole
That's not even a
point
joke,
of it.
we did. We
No.
had to watch
Yeah.
him
We had to
phone
watch,
to
as
talk
it-
to people.
There was a highlight to that though, even still, when he managed to just kill all those people effortlessly.
Yes,
As much as
actually.
killing
However,
That
is
did
not
take about-
condoned, it was very funny.
If that would have been the start of the film, then that would have been
if
amazing.
I had to kill people every time I rang the job centre, there'd be no people
To be
there.
honest, you do.
You still wouldn't have a job.
You
on
do
it.
to
No,
get
I
to
still
the
don't have a
job
job.
centre.
Think about it though.
Well,
If
God,
he
please,
wasn't
yeah.
portrayed as an old man at the start of the film, you would have guessed that he was going to kill a load of people.
Why?
Where
The
he
trailer
was-
didn't give it away
you,
for me at all.
You watched him.
I
go
thought we
into
were
the
going to watch him
toilet.
play,
You
billiards.
thought that they were going to have him at gunpoint, and maybe we'll throw a move or two.
I've just remembered my favourite point in the film.
Go for it.
When they were in that little container, yard, and he shot him with like an explosive round was just landed perfectly on, and then this bloke just
Right in
exploded.
his face. Yeah.
That was
That's
absolutely.
The action was actually really
Oh.
impressive. I loved the fight between Bruce Willis and Carl
That was
Urban.
really,
No,
really
actually,
aggressive.
that
That was
The
brutal.
favourite bit that I liked is where he threw the grenade and hit like it was a baseball.
That was
cool.
impressive. It
You
was some
probably
impressive
did
moves.
one big announcement at the start of this audio blog.
What?
Major spoilers ahead.
Yeah, if you, but yeah,
Spoiler
it's a
alert
bit late by now,
from the
Steve.
beginning.
If you get in here and you don't want to know the rest, rewind and press pause.
Why would you rewind?
Come back in
I'll be
about
honest,
press
I don't know
pause.
what
Come
the
back
features
then
will
in
be.
about-
Why not just
Hold
press
on.
stop?
Come back in about 20 minutes.
I think if they know that they could potentially come in their pants from listening to this
Maybe it's just the sound of your
and
voice.
knowing about the film.
I must admit, I'm close now.
Exactly. Exactly. I think they're
It's on the
going
final
to
stroke.
For
Lovely.
the audience of the internet, Nathan is currently sitting with a cigarette behind his ear.
No, I'm not.
Whoa.
Just thought we should inform you
Looking
of what's
cool,
actually
Nathan,
going on.
looking cool.
So anyone else want to add anything more about Red? What would be our conclusion of the film? What would we say to people
We're concluding already.
I will give it.
about this topic? You know,
I
we
will
need to
We'll move
discuss.
on.
I will give it.
How many stars?
I will give it 4 Steves out of 5.
4 Steves out of 5.
Excellent.
I have just created your rating system.
Thank
What
you.
would you like
And
to
there's going
say?
to be little heads
Appreciate
of
From
you.
the trailers, I thought it would be something completely different.
How
rather
did you
than-
think it was going to be?
Well, I didn't think it would be. Like, I thought it would be all of them at the start and them trying to kill each other.
A bit like
I
Mr.
don't think
and
you
Mrs.
I
watched
didn't
the
think
trailer
that.
properly.
I was going to say I didn't see that, but you know that's fine.
Did you watch the same trailer as the rest of us?
I watched it with you.
Yes, you did.
I sorted you out. John,
Yes.
stars. How many stars?
Steve.
I
How
would
many Steves?
purely for that shot of the explosive round. I would give it 4.5 Steves.
Brian Cox as a Russian.
And Brian Cox is a Russian. That has to make up for drinking vodka. How stereotypical but perfect could it be? Yeah, go and
With
watch
the
it.
hats,
Go and
with
see
the
it.
hats. Nathan, stars.
Steve.
The amazing cinematography there, I would give it a Steveage overload. It'd go over 5 star
Go over.
Steves.
Wow.
So, you
You
know,
need to watch more films.
maybe.
Macaulay, final verdict. Final verdict.
Dead air.
We are sort of being
Fine.
recorded here, but they
4.5
4.5.
Steves.
We have dead
Sounds
air.
good.
I give
That's
it
very
3.5.
generous. 3, yeah, I'm more on those lines.
3.5 Steves.
Don't
It
lie,
was
I saw
entirely
you-
predictable.
It was.
It
entirely
was,
predictable. However,
but it was
that
very
is like-
enjoyable.
I enjoyed it.
Like,
I'm
you
not
knew
gonna
when
say.
Bruce Willis was going down, you know that he wouldn't be in the kitchen. Like,
Yeah, but this is a Bruce Willis film. If you've seen Die Hard, you can then predict the stories of Die Hards 2, 3, and 4 without watching them.
Along with
You
the
missed out
majority
one.
of the Bruce
Oh,
Willis
wait,
films.
I'm only having one anyway.
Shut up, they're not pointless. Die Hard is an awesome film.
It is.
It's like
It's
Whoa,
just-
whoa, whoa,
Hey,
whoa, whoa.
Hey,
we have
Whoa,
this.
steady
for the
on.
purpose of the listeners here, there is one girl in the room, and let me just count quickly. 5, yes, that's correct.
I was not quick at
Five,
all.
5 lads.
So
So,
just inform listeners that John has only had half a beer.
and you should also inform listeners that I'm doing an engineering degree and therefore brilliant at maths, as it would appear.
Apparently.
How's that degree going, John?
Oh, swiftly moving on.
Alright, looking back over the past year, films that we've seen. Staying on the film topic.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Cloudy
Oh,
with a
The
Chance.
best films I have ever seen in my
I've not
life.
seen it.
I question if that
Hamburger.
actually came out this year.
What?
Did it come out this year?
no, but I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant. Yeah.
That's interesting because I saw Blade Runner last year.
Sherlock
It was
Holmes.
pretty
It
old.
came out last year.
Sherlock Holmes.
Within the year.
It doesn't count. Although Stephen Fry's going to be in Sherlock Holmes too.
That is a good.
Is
That
he?
is good.
He's playing, what's his name?
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Not Malcolm. It's his brother, isn't it?
Mycroft Holmes.
Mycroft.
Indeed. Which is very exciting.
On a slightly
I thought
different.
you've already seen it.
No.
No,
You haven't. You've only
On a
seen
slightly
chalk
different
dust on his
note,
collar.
John did.
On a slightly different note, The Hobbit. The Hobbit. Is
The
anyone
Hobbit.
got
Martin-
anything to say
Martin
about The
Freeman.
Hobbit?
They've just
Yes.
started
Martin
filming.
Freeman.
It's going to look
Just
very
How-
fucking
How-
How
Freeman.
absolutely fantastic! Shut up, Nathan.
I'm going
How
to sleep.
absolute. Shut up, Nathan. How absolutely fantastic is that gonna? Nathan, before you say it,
What film?
I'll give you.
don't let me tell them where to work.
It starts with shh.
Shit.
Right.
Ends in.
I have some very dapper slippers on, and I'm
What
willing
was
to
it,
throw this
Very
across the
nice.
room.
I just want to.
Hey, what
The
film?
problem with The Hobbit is that if you watch watch them. Like you have, I'm gonna have a Lord of the Rings, type day. You watch The Hobbit first, and then you think, oh yeah, that was amazing, and then you get into the Fellowship of the Ring and think,
I want to know how Emily has
like
seen
it's like
The
Star
Hobbit
Wars.
already.
That's impressive, isn't it?
It's quite impressive
Yeah,
that my girlfriend has the
4
ability to see
stars.
films before they come
I
out.
was going to say, so are you assuming?
It's good when you go to watch them all. Like people have Harry Potter days and Star Wars days and
Do
all
they?
that.
Everybody should have
Yeah,
Star Wars.
it's like
Yeah,
you watch the
I've done
first one, the second one, and the
I
third
thought
one.
on
I mean, although they've got shit storylines, they're good graphics
Yes.
or whatever, and then you go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
fourth, fifth, and sixth one, it's just rubbish. They
But-
look like
but-
old men wielding walking
But have you seen the cast? It's going
The
to be
cast
unreal.
is
Like, I can't
great.
remember any of the names
John
apart
Farr.
from Martin Freeman, but that's the best bit because
There's
they're all
the guy
brilliant.
from
That's what
Being
I'm saying.
Human.
Being
gonna be in it,
Human
and there's
It's
the
one of
guy-
my
and there's
personal favourite shows.
Bill
as well.
Nye may
Just
all
a
be playing
recommendation
Smork the
there.
Being
Dragon.
Human, the TV show.
Yes, it is
Indeed.
I
exquisite,
used
isn't
to
it?
watch that.
Bill Nye is a
Wait,
legend.
turns into
He
the
started doing voiceovers for adverts. so
Somehow
that's-
Stephen Fry is also attached to the film. I
Stephen-
don't know what
He's
possible
good in
role.
QI though.
Stephen
Yes,
Fry
good.
has
That's good.
Do
like
you
that, I
know
like
how
it.
many dragons existed this time in Middle Earth? Alan Davis are going, blue whale. Shocking.
You gotta love Alan.
But back to your original question, films of the year.
Films of the year. Worst film that you've seen this year? Anybody?
Worst film. Most disappointing film, if I can
Oh, man.
rearrange the question,
Yeah.
Salt.
Salt.
That-
Shocking.
Absolutely
John,
disgusting.
I
me.
agree entirely with this on the
For
one.
one,
Why was it
Angelina
bad?
Jolie,
Yeah.
who
Say
normally has been regarded as being a fairly
Oh,
attractive woman,
it feels wrong
looked
to
like a
say it.
man all the way
did.
through the film.
She looked awful.
She did. And, the film, it started off all promising, a bit Bourne-esque, and then it died into a horrible sea of catastrophe. It was like the 10th Harry Potter film, Harry Potter and the Tree of Disappointment. That's what it was.
Forgot about that.
I thought of answering your original question.
Yeah.
Best
Go on,
film I've seen this year so far.
Say original.
The
We're going to
Social
a couple of
Network.
questions back. Social Network was
That
very
was
Social
good.
Network.
fantastic,
Where is
actually.
the film?
That is the only film I've seen this year apart from Red. But The Social Network was.
It was terrific. I
It
will
was
second
a, it
that.
was a lot different to what I thought it would have been.
And it had a really good pace to it.
It's
It
very
did.
interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it. I haven't.
Although
I'm going
it
to.
did make.
Well,
Mark-
on that case, I think we
Why
should
not?
describe it to Nathan.
Yes, we should describe it. Very
Guess what happens at the
delicate
end?
detail.
I'm not going to start
There's a
spoiler
lot
alert
of
until the
women
very
who
time
do
it's finished.
Cool.
Lots of women with
Nobody
boobs.
watches Resident Evil. You
Here's
watch.
something I have to get off my chest. The new Harry Potter
Don't
film.
please don't take your top
Do
off.
it.
No.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Oh, this bra's been digging in for ages.
Only because you want to lick my nipples, right?
Anyway,
Excellent.
last time.
Anyway.
Thanks for that, Nathan.